Head. He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the free.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makai touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
And we welcome you to a sold-out Kingman Gym with 5,000 fans on hand getting ready for the IHSA Class 3A Boys Super Sectional matchup between the #1 ranked Redbirds of Metamora at 31-2 taking on the Marmion Academy Cadets 23-11 and playing in their first Super Sectional game in 47 years. Good evening, I'm Matt Rodewald. So glad you're with us here. It is loud, it is warm, and it is electric with this atmosphere set to send the winner of this one to Champaign for the state semifinals on Friday at 11:45. The winner of that to face off the winner of Sacred Heart Griffin and East St. Louis. That will be coming up here in a little while. Metamora would like some unfinished business to take care of against SHG if they get that chance. Let's go through the keys of the game real quick and show you what we're going to be paying attention to for Metamora and Danny Greaves in his 11th season with more than 500 wins. They've got to get out on Marmion shooters who are hotter than a firecracker on the road against both Kingman in the regional championship game and Central on their home floor for this sectional championship up in Burlington. And of course for Metamora, they are on a mission. A heartbreaking double overtime loss in the state championship game a year ago. They want to finish the job that they couldn't thanks to one final possession. For Marmion, keeping Metamora out of transition, they want to run. And of course, when you talk to Joe Picars in his second year for the Cadets, he knows that they are very athletic, they play very well together, and they have been on a mission. And the big thing is playing with house money. You've got to enjoy the fact that you are in an opportunity that you haven't been in 2 generations. So Marmion playing for the sectional championship or the super sectional win to try and get down to Champaign tonight. So those are your keys to the game. And again, you're watching live coverage of the IHSA Boys Basketball Super Sectionals here on the NFHS Network presented by Country Financial. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school postseason action. Let's listen in on the public address system here at Ottawa Township High School as we get ready for the national anthem. Very difficult to describe just how loud it is in one of the most historic gyms here in the state of Illinois. The starting lineups for tonight, and let's go through them real quick for Metamora as you meet them. Number 10, Tyler Mason, the 6'1" junior, the Christmas tournament MVP down in Gulfport, Mississippi. Luke Hopp in the starting lineup as well as they go big at 6'8", a junior there. Ethan Kaiser is the guy to watch, the South Alabama commit at 6'6". His hair is flowing and it is beautiful. You will see it all night long And of course, Tyson Swanson, one of the finer players on this roster at 6'3", a senior. Drew Tucker at 6'3", a senior as well for the squad for Metamora. Danny Greaves in his 11th season, a Peoria area native. He went to Peoria Central and of course has been back in the area for quite some time now. For Marmion Academy, as we show you the starting lineups for Joe Pikars, a name that sounds familiar. He coached at Indian Creek to the Timberwolves to 35-1 just 3 years ago, and he has already built this program into unprecedented territory. Jabe Haith and Colin Wainscott are two scorers that have already crossed the 1,000-point mark, a pair of seniors. Haith, the 6'3" senior heading to Lewis University, and Wainscott at 6'1". Jacob Pacino, I'm going to botch that name from time to time, my apologies. 6' senior for him, averaging about 5 points a game. Trayvon Roots with an electric night at Central, taking on Drew Sharnowski and company. He is 6'5", and he'll match up inside. Henry Dahlman is 6'4" senior, a forward, number 32 for the Cadets, who come in at 23-11, having won their last 6 games in a row. Those are your starting lineups for tonight, as we wait to start things off here in Ottawa. You'll see Metamora in the black road uniforms with red numbers, lettering, and white trim on the letters and numbers. The Marmion Cadets will be wearing their home uniforms because of the top side of the bracket. And they'll be wearing their white home with red lettering and numbering, and blue trim on the jerseys, numbers, and the lettering as well. You get a look at the Marmion starting lineups, and you see that student section across the way. That cascades up into the second balcony and all the way to the top. It is easy to see that Marmion does not have a ton of students. It is an all-boys school, but they are all here tonight. Marmion fans sold out at Caneland for the section or the regional final. They brought everybody for Crystal Lake South to Central High School, and they sold everything out twice because they had a ticket snafu on Friday night. Had to do it again, sold them out everybody. And a little more room tonight for 5,000 fans. All those seats sold out as well. Your officials you see on the screen as they take the floor. Mark Witzke from Aurora in his 15th IHSA state tournament. Mike Barber from Dunlip, and throwing it up will be 31-year veteran Kevin Senior from Shorewood. He was supposed to do the 2020 state finals. COVID stopped that. He was down in Champaign a year ago. And off we go. On your screen, it'll be Metamora going right to left, and we are underway from Ottawa. Marmion wins the tap. Can their shooters be as hot as they were against Central on Friday night when they started 14 of 23 from the floor? Driving on in, Trayvon Roots too strong. And the rebound for Tucker. Metamora on the run. Redbirds will shoot a lot of threes tonight. Too strong. Kaiser the rebound. Beautiful look inside. Blocked from behind. That was Roots that came out of there. This is the biggest game in school history for Marmion. Metamora, it's a big one, but they have been here before. How will that experience match up against the inexperience? And hit the shot clock. They're going to wave that off. Again, the shot clock not running, but here in Ottawa, they ran it for their Thanksgiving tournament, the Dean Riley tournament. And here we go. Opening minute from Ottawa. That's Drew Tucker handling the ball, handling duties tonight. Kaiser from the corner. Redbirds draw blood first. And a turnover. Wainscott mishandled it right to the rim, and an easy layup for Mason. How will Joe Bikars and company handle the emotion of being here? Roots will launch it from the left side, and a big answer for Trayvon Roots. He was 6 for 9, but a lot of that inside against Central. Kaiser. Pump fake, steps over, fall away 3 to the right. It's a little too short and a little to the right. And the Marmion students giving it to him. Roots matching up against Luke Hopp. There's Haith pulling up, knocking it down. Jabe Haith is as tough as they come. Haith coming off a 21-point night where he was perfect at the free throw line. Keep that in mind as we head to the later stages of this one. Tucker thought about it. Here's Kaiser. Trying to drive in on Roots. Check that, Haith. Kept him out of transition so far in the opening minutes of this first quarter. Bounce pass in, pump fake. Luke Hopp held on just enough. He averages maybe 5.5 a game. But a good start. Backdoor cut. Trayvon Roots from Haith. The Lewis University commit will dish it off about 4 times a game. Swanson's only had a couple of possessions early. Wainscott comes out. Kick to the corner, nothing doing. Good recovery from the Cadets. Here's Swanson inside and laying it in. Three-point lead. We are early, midway through this first quarter between the #1 ranked Redbirds and the unranked Cadets. And in between passes, Kaiser got a hand on it. It looked like Haith trying to figure out where to go with it. Going to be a block foul. That is our first foul of the game, 4 minutes into this one. And Joe Picars of the Marmion Cadets, 38-25 in his 2 seasons for Marmion, but he led Indian Creek to 9 straight winning seasons, almost 300 wins in his 15 years there, and that unbeaten Indian Creek team that got stopped in the Super Sectional, and it was right before COVID hit in 2020. An amazing run for that Little 10 team. Mason, kick out, Kaiser, long 3, but he was fouled on the way up. Haith too much on the way out, and for him, that is foul number 1. Check that. It's going to be his first foul of the game. Ethan Kaiser coming in as a 70% free throw shooter. Everybody trying to settle in this one. As we're seeing super sectionals in big college arenas tonight, this is a little different. Missed them both. We got one more. There has been something about Marmion magic that has carried this cadet squad the entire way to Ottawa. And the third one goes down for Kaiser, his 4th point of the evening. Metamora has not played very well from the start of the offensive end, but they are with the 4-point lead so far. And it's a travel there. That was Evan Stum, the 6'2" junior that just came into the game. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Marmion calls timeout. Today's event is available to download. Just click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of the event. Of course, this super sectional matchup right to your computer. We'll see if this is a classic tonight. Lots to discuss in that Marmion huddle. Offensively, it's been okay. Defensively, they've been pretty good. And if they can limit the mistakes tonight, they are going to be in good shape. It's hard to limit mistakes against a team that just makes you play perfect all year long. Some extended pressure now. That's Drew Tucker. Swanson gives it up. 3-ball from Mason. Tyler Mason, a 36% three-point shooter. And the lead is 7. Wayne Scott made the defender fall down. Jumper short from the outside. Metamora on the run. Mason right to the rim. Tyler Mason, the junior, again. 7 quick points, and it's a 9-point lead, just like that. Wayne Scott to the rim. And some badly needed attacking on the offensive end for the Cadets. And they're going to get Tyler Mason with that one. So Wayne Scott to the line. 14.5 points a game. He is all Catholic League in the white division as a junior, of course. We expect that to be the same as a senior, all tournament at Batavia and Plano for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And his shot in the sectional semifinal from the near corner is the difference in why their season is still alive. Got them both. Marmion does not really extend full court pressure. Go inside. Swanson kicks back out. Beautiful cut to the rim. Hop, nope. Rebound, Swanson right back up, the left hand. Boy, Hop almost got called for that charge. Evaded it just enough, but it threw off his timing on that shot. Haith will fire it across court. Haith on the drive, pulls up from 14. Kaiser will run for the Redbirds. Tyler Mason settles everyone down with under a minute and a half to go in this opening quarter from Ottawa. Follow-away jumper from Swanson. Metamora cooling off a bit. Here's Stum. Tries to float it to the corner. 3-ball short. Awkward possession for Marmion in transition there. Poked away out of bounds. Some subs now as we see Matthew Zobrist, the 6'4" sophomore, for the first time tonight. Hop will come out. Both teams not all that deep, maybe 7 deep, maybe 8. For Greaves and for Picars. And a takeaway. Here's Haith, all by his lonesome for the easy lay-in. He thought about dunking for a minute. That's a big bucket for Marmion. Tucker. Swanson now. They're going to hold for 1. Tucker will back it out. Good patience from Metamora here. It's so hard to just hold the ball here. They keep it moving nicely. Now with 10, here we go. Kaiser will move it. Zobrist to the corner. Mason had a look. He'll step back instead. Missed it. Poked away. And at the horn, it will count, but it will be well off the mark. Entertaining opening quarter of play, but it's Metamora in control early with a 17-10 lead. You are watching the IHSA Super Sectional here on the NFHS Network.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see my kid?
Yeah!
Come on! What's wrong with you?
Heading to the second quarter, Matt Littlewald with you from Kingman Gym. A sold-out crowd of 5,000 here to watch Metamora and Marmion. It's the Redbirds in control early, thanks to 7 points from Tyler Mason. The winner of this one will get the winner of East St. Louis and Sacred Heart Griffin. That is set to tip at the bottom of the hour, a game before that, so we'll see if they go on time. Kaiser missed it. Here's Mason. He had it poked away. Swanson thought about it, and Metamora resets. Tucker, a lane all the way in with the left hand. Boy, they have a lot of guards that can attack the rim. We mentioned the winner of this one for Class 3A in the semifinal. The other side, Simeon in a rout. Looks like they're going to make their way to Champaign again in Robert Smith's final season. And a real tight one between Grays Lake Central and St. Ignatius from Hoffman Estates. It's about 5.5 minutes to go in that one with the Rams up 6, trying to get to Champaign for the first time. Opening minute gone by in the second quarter. Boy, Metamora has turned up the screws defensively, and you can hear the students, and you can see them as they rally around the Redbirds. Hay forces it. No Pike Cars did not like that shot. This is danger time for the Cadets. Zobrist on the drive, blocked from behind, gets it back. Oh, beautiful look. Tucker, count it, and the foul. That pass from Zobrist was gorgeous, and Tucker finished it with a chance for the three-point play. Tucker comes in as a 78% free throw shooter, averaging 10 points a game. And as you probably saw in our shot, those students have lights on their phone and they cannot do that.
Attention fans! You cannot use your flashlight or lights on your phones!
And that roars from the Metamora State students, giving it right back across the court. The officials talking to the Marmion officials at the bottom left of your screen, just to let them know. Keep in mind for Marmion, this is the first time in the tournament they've been in a gym where their students have been on the end line right where you see them. This free throw, the delay worked. Something they're probably not used to. They did not do that at Central in either of the two games against either Crystal Lake South or Central. Wade Scott trying to get to the rim. Oh, the long arms of that 6'3" senior Drew Tucker said no thanks. Floater from Wade Scott, nothing. Boy, Marmion can't get it to fall. And it pass was blocked away and stepped out of bounds. Actually, I think Zobrist was inbounds, but he did not establish himself as he stepped out first. Roots, too strong. Redbirds had numbers. That one got loose, and that's going to belong to Marmion. Henry Dahlman back on the floor. We saw a couple of minutes from 6'1" sophomore Bradley Stratton. He had 7 big points off the bench in the win against Central. This cadet squad is a sound group that really playing their best ball of the year up to this point. This is the first time they've seen some serious adversity. Roots back from behind with Kaiser right there. Mason will settle it down. Try to go back door. Mason on the drive. Had taken away. It's Swanson. Too strong. Beautiful dish. Dahlman blocked from behind. They call the foul. They say they got him on the arm. Dahlman at the line, averaging about 5 points a game. And a 6'4" senior. Got them both. They chipped away at the free throw line just a little bit. Open look from the corner, Zobrist. Kaiser right back inside. Swanson will have free throws coming up. And Swanson, a 75% free throw shooter. All of their main players, 4 of the 5 starters, above 70% from the free throw line. With Mason an 85% shooter, and then he misses. Wayne Scott will hold it. It's a 10-point lead for Metamora that feels like 20. And that's why Kaiser taking it away. Drew Tucker in. Has to call timeout. Marmion will talk about it. The lead is 12. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching the IHSA Boys Super Sectional on the NFHS Network.
You're busy. Like, really busy. You crush it, though. You don't ever clock out. The job just changes. But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Nothing makes you smile quite like their smile. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible, to work on your schedule, and to make your life just a bit easier. We are here for the little things and the big things, and all of life's journey. OSF Healthcare, your life, our...
They hand the ball to start play as we welcome you back to Ottawa Township High School. Historic Kingman Gym, full to the rafters. They've got the windows open because it's just that hot in here. 5,000 fans, standing room only at the top of the rafters. An incredible atmosphere to watch #1 Metamora take on The unranked cadets, Marmion, trying to find their way to Champaign for the first time in 47 years, but they have a lot of work to do as they head towards halftime. Matt Rodewald with you. Colin Wainscott to the rim. That's the easiest bucket he's had all night. Wainscott with 4. Gallant scoring for Metamora. Tyler Mason. Wainscott the rebound, pushing. Dahlman gives it back. Wainscott on the drive. The floater, it's short. Might have been pushed. Roots works against Kaiser. And he tried to float it in. The two-man game did not work. As you watch Zobrist work the right side. Mason chopped from the side there at Wainscott. His first foul of the night. No foul issues right now, just 5 team fouls at 2. Hasn't been all that physical either. Marmion had 2 tightly called games in the sectional against Crystal Lake South and Central. Drive on in, it's Tucker to the rim. No, Roots there for the rebound. He'll bring it up. Leads at 10. Haith will turn it around. Nice floater from Jabe Haith. Haith's got 6 leading the way for Marmion, and you hear the fans as the blue crowd comes to their feet in the takeaway. Casino to the rim. Stop! Swanson says no, and then a push. Wow, did he go up and get it? Just to let you know, Grays Lake Central and St. Ignatius with 20 seconds left, they're tied. They go to the wire. You can watch that right here if you flip over on the NFHS network. The winner of that game will be on the other side of this 3A bracket. Roots up and under. And the lead down to 6. And you can feel the momentum shift. The intensity in here for the Marmion fans. Generations of alumni that have come out in the last week or so. 3-ball from Tucker in the corner. They can't answer. It's Mason. Now Kaiser caught in midair. Tucker baseline drive right to the rim. Seconds left in half number 1. Wainscott nearly had it taken away. Roots trying to get position on that block. And Hop pushed him out. Now Wainscott right to it. Off the glass and turn it to the foul. Wow! Colin Wainscott, are you kidding me? Wainscott, one of those players you just look at and says that's a basketball player, and that was outstanding. And we're within 5. This was a 12-point lead for Metamora. Welcome to the Super Sectionals. Listen to this crowd. Fans feeling like they have to stand up and help urge everybody on. Kaiser tries to answer. The run continues for Marmion. Wainscott. He'll hold it out with 40 to go in half number 1. A round of applause from everybody. Marmion with a 9-2 run. Final 25 seconds of this one. Everybody is standing. as we end the first half. 10 seconds, here we go. It'll be Haith stopping from 17 feet. Little right, it'll be Zobrist. Midcourt from 30 feet at the horn. No good. And that is how our first half comes to an end. 7 points from Tyler Mason, leading the way for Metamora, who raced out to a 12-point lead, but the Redbirds are feeling the pressure of the super sectional, trying to get back to Champaign for the second straight year. Everybody takes a deep breath. We will take it with you. We will see you midway through this halftime. Talk about it here as we take a timeout. And before we do that, just want to remind you that high school sports fans never miss another game. Become a subscriber to the NFHS Network to watch live event coverage, game replays, and highlights from high school sporting events from all across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, NFHSnetwork.com. We are high school. This is halftime. Metamora with a 5-point lead, the #1 ranked team, getting everything they can handle from Marmion. You're watching the IHSA Boys Basketball Super Sectional on the NFHS Network.
Would you look at that? I'm in the classroom again. But this time, I can apply these skills to make some money. Lots of money.
Have you said yes to being an organ, tissue, and eye donor? It's a powerful decision to give life to others when you're gone. Today, we cheer for Maddie, her family, and all those who say yes to donation. You have the power to save and enhance lives. Sign up today at donatelifeillinois.org. That's donatelifeillinois.org. And say yes to being a donor.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
One fine afternoon, heading home from work, I got involved in a crash. It's a very scary circumstance when you're involved in an accident with someone that does not have insurance. You know, we were utterly lost. One call to Country Financial took away all of those fears. Because of this customer service experience, not just the great rates, we will remain clients for years to come.
For service and savings, call 866-COUNTRY.
You could just see the fire and you could smell it. That was a big reality, like it's probably going to take our home. We called Country Financial. They were just so amazing.
My mindset is, what if it was my home that was gone? What would I do? What would I need?
Country Financial showed up for us every second of the way.
Academy Sports and Outdoors has something for everyone in your family. From top sports brands to backyard cooking or the best in the outdoors. The North Face, Yeti, Columbia, or Magellan Outdoors, Academy has it all. Whether you're celebrating familiar traditions or exploring new ones, we've got what you need in here to have fun out there. Start your next adventure and make lifelong family memories at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Download our app or shop at academy.com. With Academy Sports and Outdoors, you can take outdoor fun to a whole new level with just a touch of a button, because there's so much to discover on the Academy app. Create your dream outdoor living space that gets the whole family out there spending time together. Master new recipes with just the right amount of heat and the perfect spice or seasoning. And give the kids even more ways to play. Great times are waiting. Download the Academy Sports and Outdoors app today.
This NFHS Network Championship event is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
We're at halftime here at Ottawa Township High School. Sold out Kingman Gym, everyone taking a deep breath. Metamora had a big lead, 12-point lead at one point in the second quarter, but Marmion put their foot on the gas and found their way to get within 5. It's the closest they've been since the opening minutes. I'm Matt Rodewald with you here at Kingman Gym. Let's take a look at some of the stats we've been able to build for you so you can see what the numbers are, the difference here. And you can see rebounding pretty even here. Turnovers, not much. Everybody's been pretty careful with the basketball. Marmion with 5, and those are very early. Shooting percentage low on everyone's part. No one is hitting threes. But take a look at the free throws there for Marmion. They've been able to hold serve just enough by getting 5 for 5. You get them at the free throw line. They have been very efficient. Those are your stats here at halftime. Again, you're watching the IHSA Super Sectional on the NFHS Network presented by Country Financial. Watching other games around the state right now, and we are keeping an eye. We have 3 tickets punched for Champaign in Class 1A, and it's Tuscola that will be moving on. Tuscola will take on Scales Mound, and Scales Mound was able to hold off Marshall at NIU tonight. Illini Bluffs and Gibault at halftime at the Jacksonville Bowl. That is the best 1A game of the evening. The winner of that one will get Cornerstone Christian out of Bloomington. They got an easy win over St. Francis de Sales, 58-28 in that one. Class 2A, Bloomington Central Catholic, a winner over Pontiac. Pontiac, the Indians are really good this year. Over at Joliet Central, they're at halftime with DePaul Prep and Perspectives. It's the Rams with a 17-15 lead. T-Town and Pinckneyville, that's in a little while. They're just about to get going there. Rockford Lutheran and Rockridge down at Sterling, just down the road from us. Class 3A, it's going to be the Simeon Show. They'll be on the other side. Who will they get? They're in overtime in Hoffman Estates between St. Ignatius and Grays Lake Central. The Rams had a big lead get away from them. East St. Louis and Sacred Heart Griffin will get the winner of this one. That has not gotten going yet either. So we'll keep an eye on that. Then 4A, about to get going in Normal over at ISU between Oswego East and outstanding couple of players on that Oswego East team. They've had a couple of great years. Moline favored in that one. Libertyville and New Trier will be probably closer to 8 o'clock on the tip on that one. So watch that one when you get finished up here. Bennett and Auburn out in DeKalb at Northern. That's going to be in a little bit. And then Kenwood and Downers Grove North, that will get going once they get done with Simeon. 21-point lead, 61-40 in that one as they head in the late stages of the fourth quarter. Some of the individual numbers for you. Not much in terms of individual shooting, but Tyler Mason, 7 points, 2 assists. He's 3 of 4 from the floor. Got a couple of fouls. Keep an eye on that and see if he gets his third. Drew Tucker with 8 points to lead the way, 4 of 7, but he has not hit a 3. For Marmion, a couple of key players. Balance scoring, it's Wayne Scott with 7 on 2 of 6 from the floor, but he hit all 3 of his free throws. Jade Haight, 3 of 6 from the floor for 6 points. And Trayvon Roots, he has 6 points and 6 boards on 3 of 8 shooting. Tried a couple of threes for him. Nothing doing on that. As we get set to go for the second half, remind you that today's game is also available for all subscribers through the NFHS Network Live mobile app for Apple and Android devices. Download the app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today to start watching live games wherever you are. Get set to go here. Crowd's got to fire themselves back up. And off we go to the second half from Ottawa. switch ends. Marmion going right to left in the home whites. Metamora in the road blacks. Wayne Scott tried to go into contact, didn't matter. And now the lead is down to 3. Redbirds now in a dogfight. Mason. Hop's got to send it back out to Kaiser. And Ethan Kaiser has been quiet. Just 1 of 5. That was short, out of bounds, going to belong to Marmion. Metamora fans wanting a foul on that box out. Eighth on the block. To the right side off the glass. And the lead is down to 1. This was a 12-point lead midway through the second quarter, and Marmion has carried it on into the second half. Tucker on the baseline, through 2 defenders. Swanson tried to get it taken away from him. Hop, opposite corner, poked away. Boy, Marmion is everywhere defensively now. Hard to see down at the bottom right of your screen. And they get it in. Swanson, back door. And the dunk from Hop. With ease from the 6'8" junior. And a sigh of relief from the Metamora fans. This team has won 29 straight coming into this one. Roots the turnaround short. Numbers for Metamora. Haith went for the steal. Lost the handle of it. Open look for Mason from the corner. And the tip dunk. Kaiser flying in. Slaps the floor. The Redbirds are roaring. And Marmion answer. Wayne Scott tries to create. Floater. Faced up. It's getting more physical now in the second half. See how this veteran officiating crew responds. Swanson, again, he's had a quiet night. He'll drive, stop, floater. The jump hook is too much. Wayne Scott stops for 3. We are tied. Mason thrown it away. Wayne Scott all the way to the rim. That would have blown the roof off this place. Tucker 3-on-2. Swanson. That was blocked. It's Roots again. Kaiser takes it. Boy, end-to-end basketball. Swanson will spot up. The Redbirds settle down and take the lead back. Wayne Scott tried to answer. And everyone settles down for a brief moment. This is fun. Back and forth we go from Ottawa. Kingsman Gym has seen some great games over the years. They are seeing an all-time classic tonight. Drive on in, and going to be on the floor. We have not had a single foul in the first 4 minutes and change. We're having some clock issues a little bit in the building. That's why you see it dip in and out. Should be okay for the time being. There are 4 scoreboards in this place. There's Mason. Well, you get the feeling the Redbirds are trying their hardest to make the extra pass. Wayne Scott's going to attack the rim. Goes right at Kaiser, who steps over him. His first foul of the night. And that's our first foul for the Redbirds in this second half. Made the first. Wayne Scott again coming in as a 1,000-point scorer, 15 points a game. On this tournament run, he launched a half-court shot right before halftime at Canelan. It went in, and they only came out in the second half and kept roaring with another 12-0 run to put the running clock on a very good Canelan Knights squad. They are not afraid of anybody anymore. It took them a while to get settled. Down by 12, now back within 1. Swanson. Here's Tucker spinning in the lane, and it rolls in. I got fouled. They're going to let some things go here in the second half. Here's Haith. Haith for 3. Line drive. Well short. Redbirds push it. Kaiser trailing for 3. Short. Swanson gets the rebound back. Tucker's going to pull up. That's short. Opportunities missed for the Redbirds, and now numbers for Marmion. Haith all the way in, leans, nothing. Wayne Scott has to scoop it. How did he hold on high enough? Back and forth we go in front of 5,000. We're going to get Haith trying to run through the screen. Mason will settle everybody down. 15 points a game, just 7 on the night. Kaiser, hop inside. Good hesitation. Wayne Scott will walk it up. Roots spins to the left, trapped underneath, and stepped on the line out of bounds. Tough turnover for Marmion at a time where they had a chance to get back within 1. So we're in the final minute of this third quarter. Absolutely electric inside Kingman Gym. I'm glad you're with us here. The winner to go to Champaign. Matt Rudewald with you from our IHSA Class 3A Boys Super Sectional. We'll play outside and try and hold for 1. Tucker, hop, on the floor with Mason holding on to it right now, and Kaiser comes back out. Final 20 seconds of this third quarter. We have moved quickly in this third. Maybe about 10 minutes, that's about it. 10 seconds. Now to 6. Inside, Swanson hits the deck. Marmion comes up with a turnover. Stum. Will they get it off in time? They will not. And that's okay as Pikars and company come from their bench to rally the troops. It is a 3-point game as we head to the fourth quarter. Marmion in the mix. Metamora trying to get back to finish some business. We head to the fourth. You're watching live coverage of the IHSA Boys Basketball Super Sectionals on the NFHS Network, presented by Country Financial. NFHSNetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school postseason action.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
I can earn that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Come on! You're busy. Like, really busy. You crush it, though. You don't ever clock out. The job just changes. But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Nothing makes you smile quite like their smile. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible, to work on your schedule, and to make your life just a bit easier. We are here for the little things and the big things, and all of life's journey. OSF Healthcare, your life, our mission.
Just underway here in our fourth quarter from Ottawa. Matt Rodewald with you from Kingman Gym. A sold-out crowd has been loud, it has been passionate, and it has been a wild one here. Metamora led by 12 in the first half. A 9-2 run erased it. We've been tied. Marmion has not been able to hold on to any lead tonight. Swanson on the block. Call it a flop, say get up. Take away, that's Jade Haith. Easy lay-in, his second of the night. 10 points. Colin Wainscott with 18 points to lead the way. Drew Tucker with 10 leading the way for Metamora. A little more balanced scoring for the Redbirds tonight. It'll be the big three for Marmion. To the corner, Swanson, open look. Got it to fall. That is just the third three of the evening for Metamora. Casino in the lane. Jacob Casino. Doesn't hit many of them. He came at a good time. Backdoor cut. Mason will win. The shooting has been outstanding in the second half. It's Wainscott who cools down. Metamora is going to settle everyone down. They have wanted to get out and run. They have not done much of that tonight. Drive on in, Mason, contact. That's going to belong to Metamora. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I think we're going to have this overturned here. That's normal procedure, by the way. You saw that center official come over. They can see an angle that the lead official can't always see. Kevin Senior, the referee for tonight, they called him the R in the business. He had a better look at it, came over. More often than not, when you see an official discussion, it's going to turn the other way, especially at this level. Here's Wainscott trying to get to the rim. Contact. Didn't draw the foul. Leads at 4. Metamora has taken on everything that Marmion can give him tonight. And a timeout and a time to get organized for Metamora with all of their timeouts. The full complement right now. We are watching other games around the state that impact this one as well. In our super sectional, St. Ignatius in double overtime right now. A 5-point lead. Richard Barron leading the way trying to get down to Champaign for the first time. Other games tonight. They should all be final in Class 1A. Not quite yet. Illini Bluffs with a 6-point lead. They're in the third quarter. They're the only game at the Jacksonville Bowl, so they started at the same time we did. The Tigers of Illini Bluffs with a 6-point lead again. Final minute of that third quarter. Illini Bluffs, one of the top 3 ranked teams all season in Class 1A. So we're about set there. Meanwhile, back to action here. It is Metamora with a 4-point lead. They've led the entire way, short of a tie here or there. And this has been as entertaining as it can get. Right inside to Swanson. Oh, they caught the Cadets napping on that one. Roots hasn't hit a 3 tonight. They're trying to go inside. Haith nearly had to take it away. Reach in, no foul. Roots looking for help. Okay. Marmion has 3 timeouts left. Haith trying to go down the lane. In and out. And you get the feeling that Marmion's got to be careful that they're not running out of bullets. Kaiser to the corner. Zobris, one more. Marmion will run some clock, or rather Metamora. Kaiser leaned in on that screen, very close to an offensive foul. At some point you got to come out. Fouls are not very high, and they drive in, and those are going to be free throws. Again, for Marmion, that's just team foul number 3. So if you're looking down the road here, you need to get a few more. Metamora has played really good defense in this second half. And they have 1 team foul to show for it. And that shows you just how efficient they've been. And the winner of this one will get the winner of Sacred Heart Griffin and East St. Louis for Metamora. No doubt they want to see the Cyclones again in a rematch of last year's epic double overtime 3A title game. Timeout Marmion. The lead's the biggest it's been in this second half. Colin Wainscott with 18 points, but he has been scoreless here in this fourth quarter. Points for Tyson Swanson, 12 points for Drew Tucker, the captain. Tyler Mason's had a quiet second half as well, just 9 points on the night. He's got only 2 in the second half. So Simeon has clinched their 3A bid. It certainly feels like it'll be St. Ignatius. Still in double overtime with 18 seconds left and a 6-point lead to work with. Fans for both teams on their feet as we go back to work. 4:05 to go. Matt Littlewald with you from Kingman Gym. Jabe Haith. Roots. Now it's Wainscott driving in. Oh, and off the glass. Boy, he can hit that tough shot in the lane. He's got 20. Final 3.5. Back to a 6-point lead. Metamora has not turned the ball over very much. They get Evan Stum on that foul, but that's not a bad thing at this point. The junior reserve got some fouls to work with. time Marmion was at this level, 1976. In the Super Sectional at NIU, an upset of Winnebago. That night they wore blue. Tonight they're wearing white. Of course, Jeff Dawson was outstanding in that postseason. He had 2 broken feet during the regular season back in '76. 22 points in that Super Sectional. Kaiser. And a timeout. It looked like he turned over and traveled. That's a big break for Metamora. They'll keep the ball with 3:07 left. Again, today's event is available for download. Just click the digital copy button underneath the event video player. Download a digital copy of this classic IHSA Super Sectional right to your computer. And it's also available for all subscribers through the NFHS Network Live mobile app for Apple and Android devices. Download the app from the Apple App Store, Google Play Store today. You can start watching all the live games wherever you are. Metamora will keep possession underneath. Can they get it in? Oh, they do. Beautiful play. Delay move. Tyson Swanson found his way to the rim. Wayne Scott's got to give it up. Casino, and they're going to call it on the floor. That is Metamora's second foul of this second half. That's it. 8-point lead to work with. Wayne Scott to the rim, trying to lean in for contact. And he had some space just to go to the rim, and he didn't do it. Again, clock issues. It's 2:39 to go in this fourth quarter, just so you know. We'll keep you updated on that. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Again, 5,000 folks in here. That's a lot of cable to wire. It's been a wonderful atmosphere. Final 2.5 minutes. Swanson spinning and getting the fall away. With 2:20 to go and a 10-point lead. Time is running out for the Cadets with 2:10 left. Wayne Scott circles. Stump all the way. Roots hesitated. Off the glass and in, and a timeout with 1:58 to go. That leaves Marmion with just one timeout remaining. Winner of this one will play at 11:45 on Friday morning. Up in the books for Class 3A. It's going to be Simeon and St. Ignatius, a rematch of our third place game from last year. Richard Barrett and company will get back down for the Wolfpack. Division I recruit. I believe Akron is where he's heading. Simeon with a whole boatload of recruits, a couple of transfers, and they're on a mission to finish the Robert Smith story in storybook fashion. Metamora's got their own mission. First time at the big dance, first time in the state title game, stunned at the buzzer in double overtime. They want to get back there, and they would love to see Sacred Heart Griffin. East St. Louis has something to say about that. They are in the second quarter down in Springfield. You can watch that when we're done here. Full court pressure picked up now for the Cadets. 3-on-2. Swanson all the way in for the jam. Nobody stopped the ball. Back to 10. Redbird fans feeling it now. listen to this crowd for Metamora as they can sense it. Zobrist will push it all the way to the rack. And a foul on the way in. Boy. Well, most players will pull it out at that point, but Metamora really hasn't had any transition opportunities. They're just going to attack. Zobrist hits the first. Zobrist, the sophomore, he played 13 minutes in that state championship game a year ago. Think about that as a freshman. Missed the second. Marmion's got a lot of work to do down 11. They're going to call that on the floor. And they get Tucker with that one. No foul situation to worry about right now. Wayne Scott to the corner. Haith will try it. Knocked it down. They got to put up pressure. Still 1:17 to go. Weirder things have happened. Tucker. And they got a foul, and they do. Wayne Scott nearly got that foul out front. It's Casino that's called for it, though. Defender fell down. Wayne Scott lost him for a second. They get Haith on Kaiser. And now that will put Metamora in the 1-on-1. First 70% free throw shooter. And we know he can hit the three, but we haven't seen much of that from Metamora tonight at all. 10-point lead. Final minute of this one from Ottawa. The dream season for the Cadets is about to come to an end. Casino will hit the three. One timeout left for Marmion. They don't take it. They got to come up and foul if they can. But the question is, who do you foul? Outstanding effort to keep away. They have no choice. Roots fouls Mason. Mason is the one shooter of the five that you did not want to foul at 85%. Metamora is going to go to 32-2 if this holds up, and a 30-game winning streak, a school record in wins. The first, now in double figures with 10. 3 players for the Redbirds in double figures. Got them both. Leads at 9. One timeout to work with. How about that Metamora foul? That is smart basketball right there with Mason fouling. Metamora has, that's just their 4th team foul, so they have 2 more to work with if they want. Executing that is very difficult. Haith now. He'll try the 3. No good. That ought to do it. How much fun was this for Metamora? They had to earn it. A 12-point lead in the first half. It was erased and rebuilt again. A little more drama than they had here a year ago against St. Francis as Joe Picars empties his bench. Jude Bohr on the floor, the 5'11 senior. Zach Weirhauser, the 6'2 senior. Rafe Goodbread, the 6-foot senior. All on the floor for the Cadets. For Metamora, Caden Hartnett, the 6-foot senior on the floor. Devin Dunn, the 5'9" senior. Briar Creamings on the floor as well. And for Briar, our thoughts are with your dad as he fights cancer. Something the Metamora Redbird family knows all too well this past season. Kaiser hits the second. And he will come out to a standing ovation. The heart and soul of this Redbird team with an 11-point lead and a trip back to Champaign. Weirhauser, the turnaround. Oh, everybody wanted that to go down. Creamings, right side, 3-ball. And why not? One more foul for the road with 1.2. Anderson Conlin, the 5'8" senior, will have free throws to finish it. At the first. The juices are flowing for the Redbirds, with Marmion fans heading for the exits. And that'll do it. Once is fun, twice is nice. Metamora heading back to Champaign for the second straight year. Final score, 60-48. The Redbirds improved to 32-2 with their 30th straight win. It wasn't easy. They earned every minute of it as they shake hands here at midcourt. A big night from Colin Wainscott, but not enough. They rallied, but they couldn't stay with it. In fact, I don't believe Marmion ever took the lead as a result. (60-48) the final score. You'll see the students come out in a minute. Trophy presentation or the plaque presentation. They've done a lot of winning, but winning at this level never gets old. The real question is Metamora a football school still? There's a lot of winning in basketball that would argue otherwise. Michael Cooper at midcourt, the athletic director from Ottawa Township High School. Saying thank you to Marmion for quite the season. Their season ends at 23-12. Their first trip to this level since 1976. Survive and advance as the students head out to celebrate. The party is on in Ottawa. This is the last time they'll get to do this. They don't get to do this in Champaign. Metamora fans celebrate what has been a fabulous season for a second straight year, and Danny Greaves will take his Redbird squad to face off against either Sacred Heart Griffin or East St. Louis in the second semifinal on Friday morning. Simeon and St. Ignatius will kick our day off on Friday on the IHSA television network. You can stream here. You can can also go to ihsa.org to look for your television channels, the over-the-air channels. And we'll see how the matchups shake down for the rest of the classes as we go through the night. What a wild night of basketball and a fun evening with 5,000 fans cramming into historic Kingman Gym. So for our entire NFHS production staff, my name is Matt Rodewald saying we will see you in Champaign. Our final score, Metamora and the Redbirds, back-to-back Super Sectional champions, a 60-48 winner over Marmion. Good night, everyone.